doing a run out to Palm Valley in the Ducati area here in Ponte Vedra Beach. A bike I'd like to bring up that's another bike on my my wish list of motorcycles is the Ducati 848 Evo. That's the bike that I rented a couple months ago in San Francisco and really liked it. It was very fun to ride. Of course, the roads over there didn't hurt either. Like I don't even know if I'd enjoy it as much over here just cruising around in a straight line everywhere. It'd be fun to own though. But the 848 Evo, it's a Ducati. From my experience of riding it, I'm pretty comfortable on sport bikes. I don't have any kind of wrist problems or back problems, fortunately, yet at least. So I can pretty much ride a sport bike all day long with no problems, except on the Ducatis in particular, the clutch lever is so freaking hard to pull. Not at first, but if you're stuck in traffic, like bumper to bumper traffic for 30 minutes, like by the time you get out of that traffic, you won't be able to move your forearm. Like it gets to be a bit much, but it's a labor of love, you know. It's just I don't know. I even asked one of the guys at the shop there in San Francisco if they made like an aftermarket clutch assembly or something for it, and he said the best you could do is what he told me is get an aftermarket clutch lever where you can adjust it, because the one that came on it he said wasn't adjustable. He might be wrong, I don't know, don't quote me on that, but you could get one and adjust it in further so that your hand's not so far out when you pull the lever, because the clutch lever, if you had small hands, I don't think there'd be any way you could even ride that bike with that clutch lever. But it's a really good bike. The newer model 848 Evo, I was trying to pick up as many statistics as I could online to throw out there, but I think it, you know, I think they said they claimed 140 horsepower, but on dyno test it wasn't quite that much. I don't know. Don't quote me on any of this stuff. I get my information from Wikipedia, so about 140 horsepower, and I was able to open it up a couple times over there. It took me a couple hours just to get comfortable on the bike. You know, I'm going from not riding much to a super bike. I just wanted to be careful and not ruin the rest of my trip with a broken leg or something. But it was, I mean, you know, I was probably a little overcautious, but better a little overcautious than undercautious, and I guess. Yeah, it has some kind of, see, I always was told that the Ducatis have the L twin engine. On Wikipedia it says a V twin engine, so I don't know if that's just specific for the 848, if it's actually a V twin or if it's an L twin, I don't know. But really fun. I miss that bike. I was looking at YouTube videos, and they actually make an exhaust system for it called the Flamethrower, by that company that specializes in Ducati exhaust. I think it's like Tremagani or something. I'm so far off in pronunciation, but it's a flamethrower exhaust where it actually, like, you can see the flames in the exhaust from the engine, and when you downshift and stuff, it shoots flames out of the back, which I thought would be pretty epic. What are they doing today? Little tree service. Yeah, the Ducati is pretty fast. Like, that was one thing I wanted to say, is that I had an 07 CBR 1000 a couple years ago, and the damn thing, like, would hurt my hip. My right hip would hurt really bad after about 45 minutes of riding it, and it usually was after I tucked underneath the windscreen to go really fast. Well, the Ducati, I didn't have that issue. It's a little bit spaced out, like I guess the what would you call it? The dimensions or whatever, the riding position and all that. It's a little bit spacier, I think. I think Ducati superbikes are a little bit better for taller people. But I didn't have I rode that thing all day in San Francisco and it didn't hurt my hip, which is another plus check mark for it possibly being my next bike. The other bike I had for a short period of time was a 2011 GSXR 750, which I had to trade in for a new car, unfortunately, and I didn't have a bike for about a year, but up until May when I bought this. But the Gixxer, I didn't have that problem either. It even had like on the footrest, you could adjust them down a little bit to give you a little more room. But that was very, very comfortable on the GSXR 750. I'm 6'4", and I could ride that thing all day. But yeah, the Ducati was the same way. The only complaint I have about the Ducati 840 Evo is the clutch lever is hard to pull and it wears out your forearm. That's basically it. Really a lot of character in the bike and fun to ride though. The intercoastal waterway that goes all the way north and south to St. Augustine.